everyone, and welcome to the Get Certified as a Payroll Professional webinar brought to you by the Canadian Payroll Association. My name is Maj, and I'm the Administrative Assistant with the certification team here at the CPA. And joining me is Chris Pacella, Manager Certification. Together, we will walk you through the Canadian Payroll Association's Payroll Compliance Practitioner certification and how you can get certified. First, Chris will tell us just how important the work of a payroll professional is.
Thank you, Maj. And thank you all for attending this session today. Just to provide a bit of background, the Canadian Payroll Association has been representing employers' payroll interests for the past 35 years. Our core purpose is payroll leadership through advocacy and education, and our values are community, professionalism, and authoritative knowledge. We currently have a membership of almost 20,000 professionals and organizations, and we're committed to providing the payroll-related services that you and your employers need to be compliant and knowledgeable. Our Payroll Compliance Practitioner and Certified Payroll Manager certifications are recognized as the programs for professionals who want to obtain the knowledge required to be compliant with the legislative requirements that they're responsible for, whether they work for an organization, a company, a government agency, or an association. The PCP certification is the foundation for your career in payroll. It will provide you with the legislative content required to keep your organization compliant throughout the annual payroll cycle, effectively communicate payroll information to all stakeholders, and understand the accounting function as it relates to payroll. Across Canada, we have almost 14,000 members holding either the PCP or CPM certification. Here we can see the metrics on how payroll professionals play a mission-critical role in their organizations based on the magnitude of the financial responsibilities they administer, the employees they pay accurately and on time every pay, and ensuring their organizations are compliant with over 200 regulatory requirements throughout the year. As a future payroll professional, you must keep current with the ever-changing legislation that impacts payroll. In our certification programs, we will provide you with the information and resources you need to stay current with these changes. Our research shows that 45% of all payroll departments are a department of one, with an additional 34% having only 2 to 3 people. These departments, especially those with only one person, will more than likely require a certified payroll professional.
Being in such a small department can certainly be challenging, and getting certified will help you in many ways. First, when you pursue lifelong learning, your employer will recognize you as someone who's committed to their profession. When you achieve the Canadian Payroll Association's payroll certification, you demonstrate to current and future employers that you have attained a professional level of proficiency and that you can add value to all aspects of the organization's payroll operations. Plus, your peers will also recognize you for the hard work and dedication required to successfully complete your certification. And one of the greatest benefits is that certification can often lead you in your career to more complex and rewarding positions such as dealing with multiple or global payrolls, unionized payroll environments, or other advanced positions. Lastly, and this is the best part, recruiters and employers seek the PCP certification when looking for qualified candidates to fill their payroll positions. As a PCP certified professional, you will stand out from the crowd. This table shows various payroll positions, along with the salary with or without a Canadian Payroll Association certification. This is based on the payroll salary survey conducted by Hayes, a leading recruiter, and it shows that as a certified payroll practitioner, you can earn on average $10,000 more per year with a Canadian Payroll Association certification.
That's quite a prospect. And ultimately, the goal of the association is to have every job posting for a payroll position in Canada list a Canadian Payroll Association certification as the knowledge requirement. Employers are recognizing more and more the importance of having certified payroll professionals responsible for their organization's payroll and legislative compliance. With over 11,300 students enrolled in our programs in 2016, students are recognizing that becoming a payroll practitioner is an excellent and in-demand career move. Like many other associations, the Canadian Payroll Association certification model is based on 6 elements. First, the knowledge base of the certification is made up of a unique educational requirement. The Canadian Payroll Association is the foremost authority on Canadian payroll knowledge, and that expertise has been used to build the certification programs. Secondly, once you've successfully completed the education requirement, you'll need to satisfy the 1-year weighted work experience requirement. Once you've satisfied both the education and the experience requirements, you will need to ensure you have a membership with the association, which you must maintain on an ongoing basis. And finally, you must declare your certification through the CPA website. In addition, once certified, you must follow the Code of Professional Conduct and maintain your continuing professional education requirements, all of which are detailed on the CPA website.
So let's start off with the educational requirement of the certification. In order to achieve the PCP, you must complete 3 core payroll courses: Payroll Compliance Legislation, Payroll Fundamentals 1, and Payroll Fundamentals 2. Additionally, you will need to complete a CPA-approved Introduction to Accounting course through a post-secondary institution, which you can transfer into your program. If you have already completed an Introduction to Accounting course in the past, it may already qualify, and you can check the CPA's database of accepted courses located on the website. While Introduction to Accounting is a suggested prerequisite to taking Payroll Fundamentals 2, you do not need to complete the course prior to enrolling in Payroll Fundamentals 2. You may feel comfortable with your knowledge of accounting and can choose to take Payroll Fundamentals 2 before Introduction to Accounting. However, Introduction to Accounting is still required to satisfy the education component of the PCP certification. Only 1 payroll course may be taken at a time, and the payroll courses shown in blue must be completed in the order you see here. Introduction to Accounting can be completed at any time throughout the program. Some quick notes on what each of the payroll courses cover. Payroll Compliance Legislation covers all the legislation affecting payroll in Canada. It's the first course because compliance is the basis of a payroll professional's work. Payroll Fundamentals 1 focuses on payroll at the individual level and covers calculations such as net pay, bonus payments, commissions, termination, and also how to complete a record of employment. Payroll Fundamentals 2 is focused on payroll at the organizational level and includes remittances to various government stakeholders. The accounting function relates to payroll and completing year-end documentation. The PCP certification provides you with the compliance knowledge required to process an annual payroll cycle anywhere in Canada.
There are many ways that you can complete the PCP certification courses, depending on your learning style, time commitments, and location. We have 3 main study options available to allow you to choose the method that will best fit your life. First off, if you're interested in a classroom environment where you can be face-to-face with your instructor and peers, our payroll courses are offered at various colleges and universities throughout Canada. Courses typically run on a semester basis for 3 months, though there are some colleges that offer courses outside of the standard semester format. You can check the CPA website for course availability in your area. There is a dual registration process in place, so you will need to register with both the college and the CPA in order to take advantage of the classroom study option. If you prefer online study, our PCP courses are offered monthly, with each course running for approximately 13 weeks. Be sure to sign up early as the registration closes 10 days before the course start date. You'll be mailed your course material to your preferred mailing address about a week before the course begins. Also, an invitation to the online learning platform will be emailed to you 1 to 2 days before the course begins. Online courses have an instructor available, and both classroom and online study option students will have access to the learning platform, which provides exercises, tasks, and quizzes that you can practice on your own time to prepare yourself for the examinations. Lastly, you have the option to challenge each of the core payroll courses of the PCP certification. Our PCP Challenge courses start monthly, and once registered, you will receive the course material in the mail and have 2 months from your start date to complete the Challenge exam. The Challenge exam option is recommended only if you feel you have the knowledge to complete the exam with no course study, as there is no instructor or additional resources available. If you're already working in payroll and would like to find out where your payroll knowledge level is at, the Association's Payroll Knowledge Evaluator, or PKE, is an easy-to-use online evaluation tool. The PKE can indicate to you whether you would be best to complete the full PCP courses or if the Challenge option might be a better choice for you.
Once you have decided how you want to complete the courses, the fastest, most convenient way to get registered is through the CPA website. You can find the registration information under the Certification tab of the website at payroll.ca along with additional details about the course and program requirements.
Here you can see an example of how the website displays the course offerings available. You can scroll through and choose the study option and course that you're interested in registering for. Our classroom courses are added to our website once our affiliate colleges and universities confirm they are being offered. Our online courses are offered monthly, with the PCL online course starting the 1st of every month, PF1 courses starting on the 20th day, and PF2 starting on the 10th day of every month. Challenge courses start on the 15th day of every month. Again, be sure to register early as the registration closes 10 days prior to the online course start date. You must be a member with the CPA in order to take a PCP course, so once you choose your course, our system will guide you through the membership process prior to proceeding with your course registration. Before you can transfer your Introduction to Accounting course into your program, you must at minimum have successfully completed the Payroll Compliance Legislation course first. Once you've completed the PCL course, you can mail your official transcript issued by your post-secondary institution along with a transfer credit application form to the Canadian Payroll Association.
Before you send in your transfer of credit paperwork, you should first check our online course database to see if the course you completed has already been recognized by the Canadian Payroll Association. The database is located on the CPA website under the Certification tab, and you can search by the post-secondary institution you attended to see if your course is listed. The database can also help you if you haven't yet taken an Introduction to Accounting and want to find an approved course to take at a college or university that is convenient for you. If you find that your course is not listed, it simply means that we have not yet assessed the content of that particular course, and we ask that you submit a detailed course outline or description as provided by the post-secondary institution. If you have completed your courses outside of Canada, please provide a detailed assessment letter showing Canadian equivalency along with your transfer credit application form. Processing of your transfer credit application paperwork will take approximately 4 weeks.
Once you've completed the PCP payroll courses and transferred your Introduction to Accounting credit, you'll need to satisfy the PCP work experience requirement in order to receive your certification. The work experience requirement is weighted so that only time spent in a position completing payroll-specific responsibilities is counted. For example, if you're in a position where your responsibilities are 50% payroll and the rest of your time is spent on, say, accounting, then you would require 2 years in this position to satisfy the 1-year weighted requirement, as only half of your time qualifies. You have a 10-year window in which to satisfy the 1-year requirement, which is 5 years from your PCL start date and ending 5 years after the PCL start date. Once you've successfully completed the PCL, PF1, and PF2 payroll courses and transferred your Introduction to Accounting course toward the PCP certification, but have not yet completed the work experience requirement, you should use the title PCP Candidate to describe your progress toward the certification. Payroll provider organizations, recruiters, and other industry stakeholders are being educated to understand that a PCP candidate has the same education level as what former PCP graduates had prior to the implementation of the PCP work experience requirement. These companies have been encouraged to hire PCP candidates in the same roles that new PCP graduates were formerly being hired for. The final step for you to gain the PCP certification is to submit the PCP Certification Declaration. This can only happen once you've completed the education requirements, satisfied the work experience requirement, and you are a member of the association. Once these requirements have all been met, you'll receive an email communication from the CPA Certification Department guiding you to the Certification Declaration webpage and providing you with the instructions on how to submit your declaration. Don't forget that you only have 5 years from the start date of your PCL course to satisfy all requirements and make the declaration in order to get the certification.
Once you have the certification, the responsibilities don't end there. You are required to maintain a membership either through an individual professional membership or the organizational membership of your employer. You must also adhere to the Canadian Payroll Association's Code of Professional Conduct. This code embodies the rules, policies, and systems by which a professional should act or behave to maintain the integrity of the profession. Additional details about the Code of Conduct are available on the CPA website. Lastly, as a certification holder, you are required to complete and declare 14 hours of continuing professional education on an annual basis. Your CPA cycle runs from January 1st to December 31st each year. Once you obtain the required hours, you must submit a CPA declaration online through the association's website to confirm that you have met the annual CPA requirement by the December 31st deadline. Through CPA, you remain up to date on new developments in payroll and related legislation and grow our profession. It's also important to add that employees who constantly update their skills increase their value and are more likely to advance within their organization. We encourage you to plan carefully so you can earn your hours throughout the annual cycle and not leave it to the last minute. The association recognizes the recent educational investment and hard learning that newly certified members have undertaken to achieve certification. And as such, the first CPA cycle will not start until January 1st, 2 years after you are first certified. For example, if you were newly certified in 2016, your first CPA cycle will not start until January 1st, 2018. In this scenario, the new certificate holder will have until December 31st, 2018 to obtain and submit their CPA declaration.
There are many ways for you to fulfill your CPE requirement, either through the Canadian Payroll Association's professional development seminars or a host of other opportunities, depending on your professional development needs. We encourage you to check our website for a list of approved activities that can be used to plan and organize your annual CPE requirement. Many activities can qualify as new learning for CPE hours, particularly those that pertain to payroll, HR, or accounting skills and competencies. CPE can also be fulfilled through opportunities that build other skills and competencies that contribute to an individual's professional development, such as communication, interpersonal skills, or project management. Examples of Canadian Payroll Association activities that would count towards CPE are attendance at a professional development seminar or a National Payroll Week event, acting as a subject matter expert reviewing certification or professional development materials, or keeping up to date by reviewing Canadian Payroll Association resources such as Dialogue Magazine or the eSource newsletter. Additionally, you can complete activities outside of the Canadian Payroll Association that would count towards CPE hours, such as successful completion of a business-related post-secondary course such as accounting, HR, or interpersonal skills, participating in communication groups like Toastmasters, attending seminars or conferences in a related field, acting as a volunteer in your community and building interpersonal skills, participating in or providing internal work training, including the implementation of a new payroll system, merging with another organization, or large-scale organizational change, And finally, government-sponsored events such as CRA and Service Canada, which offer many seminars free of charge to businesses in Canada. Remember, whenever you're unsure whether or not an activity might count towards your CPE hours, you should ask yourself the following question. Does the activity further my abilities as a payroll professional? If the answer is yes, then the activity meets the CPE criteria. Additionally, you can find a list of approved activities on our website, which can provide you with some guidelines and tips on what qualifies toward a CPE activity.
In addition to the professional benefits gained from obtaining the certification, there are many other benefits that come with Canadian Payroll Association membership. The association advocates with the federal and provincial government partners on our behalf to drive the payroll profession and ensure that our certification programs, professional development seminars, and Infoline consultants have the most recent legislative information available. Government agencies regularly consult the association on upcoming changes to legislation, and we provide input to ensure that any changes that are made are effective and efficient for our membership. Payroll Infoline is one of our most popular member benefits. As a member of the association, if you have any payroll-related inquiries, you can call or email us. One of our experienced team of Infoline advisors will be able to provide you with the answers you need to ensure that your company's payroll is compliant and running on time. As a member, there are also numerous opportunities to get together with other like-minded payroll practitioners that can relate to what you do on a daily basis when often no one else in the organization can. Just a few of the events available are National Payroll Week breakfasts and luncheons held every September, certification recognition events held annually in April and May, and the annual conference and trade show held in a different city each year. The 2017 conference will be held in Niagara Falls, Ontario. We are looking forward to that. As an added incentive, attendance at these networking events counts towards your annual continuing professional education requirement.
Once you've decided to become a payroll practitioner, you may need to look for potential employment opportunities. And CPA has just the tool for you. Job Connect is designed to help individuals like you who may be seeking new payroll job opportunities match up with employers to solve their staffing needs. If you're a member looking for employment, you can search the jobs posted on the site and even post your resume. There's also a feature where you can register to get email notifications of new job postings so you can stay on top of your job searching. Employers can add and access job postings, search resumes, and contact candidates online.
Once you get certified, you'll be invited to attend one of the many recognition events that are held across the country every year, where you will be individually recognized for your accomplishment in front of CPA alumni, CPA board members, subject matter experts, and other special guests. These recognition events will provide you with the opportunity to network with other certificate holders and reacquaint with former classmates over a delicious meal. We also recognize the top 3 PCP students in each region of the country who will receive their gold, silver, and bronze awards at the event. The top 3 students in the country receive complimentary registration to our annual conference and trade show, including travel and hotel accommodation, where they are recognized during the awards night banquet.
Your interest in becoming a certified payroll practitioner can open a world of opportunities that only a certification can bring. We'd like to thank you for attending and participating in this information session and encourage you to take the next step in getting certified by registering for the Payroll Compliance Legislation course through our website at payroll.ca. Should you have any questions about the courses or the PCP certification, please visit our website or feel free to contact our friendly staff.